Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a pre-MOT inspection on my van, and that's because that's got MOT due tomorrow and it's got it booked in for 2 o'clock tomorrow as well, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that will pass fine. But there is a few things that I know will need doing for the MOT. Passenger side front tyre will be having the spare go on there because that's not a good tyre. And I've got some replacement light bulbs, 2 side repeater indicator bulbs and 2 front indicator bulbs, because these are orange coloured bulbs and they are flashing white, so that will be an MOT failure. And we'll just have a little look on the condition of underneath and make sure everything else is good, like the suspension and everything, and I'll give you a walk round of what you should check for the purpose of the MOT. So as you can see, we're under the bonnet. Now the MOT checks as far as underneath the bonnet are pretty minimal. Some cars they check the oil condition and level, some cars they don't. They do however test the windscreen wipers to make sure they're working, but that'll be an inside check, and to see if the screen wash is working. So always make sure you've got your screen wash full, because the common failing is where there's not enough screen wash and it won't put water on and it'll fail the MOT for that. Then things that you should check anyway yourself is the coolant levels. Double check that everything's on maximum and correct levels, like the brake fluid. But on the MOT side of things, they do check the condition of these top mounts, check for corrosion down on the front beams as well, and they do look for signs of any fuel leaks or oil leaks by looking over the back of the engine as well. Again, checking that one as well. And so that's pretty much all the checks. And again, some cars, mainly diesels, have the dipstick remove and oil temperature thing go in there as well, so definitely need to have enough oil in there, just not just for the MOT, just for the car's health in general. But right, so down here they won't be taking your wheel off for the purpose of the MOT, and they will be looking, but for the purpose of me showing you this, I've taken the wheel off. For one reason is to make it easier to show you, and the other reason is I need to take this wheel off anyway, because the wheel that was on here is this one, and basically it's all worn down on the outer edge. It's worn down quite bad to very close to legal, and on a tab there, to be fair. I don't know if that will focus. So that's not a legal tyre, but that's fine, because I do have, however, a spare one there, which I'm going to pop on instead, which for now would get me out of trouble. Now underneath here though, they will look, however, from underneath the vehicle. I'm not getting under the vehicle today because I've just got it on this stand, so I'm just going to work from the side here. They will be checking the condition of your anti-roll bar link and the condition of all these ball joints. They'll be checking the condition of your steering joint. They'll be checking the condition of your brake flexi hoses, making sure they're okay, and also the condition of your suspension, making sure it's not leaking. And you can check all this yourself without taking the wheel off, because when you jack it up, it will drop far enough for you to be able to check if you turn the wheels and stuff as well. So like I said, just to make it easier, I am, however, you know, there's loads of meat left on them brake pads, so I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I can't see properly in there, but it's fine, you'll have to take my word for it. They will check the condition of all underneath, and they will check underneath the engine to see if there's any oil leaks or anything. Focus. But a little bit there, but nothing dripping, so I'm happy to say that's okay. They'll check condition of things like your drive shaft, boots, make sure they're not split or curled or anything, or twisted, and they'll check all that as well. Now let's show you what they check, and also the exhaust. They'll go all the way through the exhaust, making sure that's not split or leaking any exhaust gases, and they'll do that, like I said, as you can see underneath here. It doesn't take a scientist to say, even though this is a 2004 plate vehicle, it's relatively tidy underneath here. So I'll take you to the back and show you what they check on the back. And that also, that there is the cage hanging down from where the spare wheel was, just so you was, if anyone was wondering. I've got the spare wheel out and I haven't put the cage back up, but that will go back up when the other wheel goes back under there. But I'll take you to the back now. Now on the back, they will literally look underneath the car like so, and they will look at the condition of the shock. Looks a little bit surface rust, but nothing serious. There isn't any springs on this because it is just a swing axle, a sway bar axle type thing with the 2 sway bars on, and they'll check all the condition of that as well. It's a little bit corroded, paint peel, but nothing serious. And then they'll check again all the brake line conditions, focus, all the brake line conditions and stuff like that, and they'll check that they're all good and safe to go on. So, and again, so yeah, we'll leave that here, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to do the lights check. Right, so now I've got the ignition on without the engine running, because I've also got a piece of wood here to help assist, because we're going to do a lights check. That will now be the only lights that should be on at the back of the brake lights. And we have one brake light out. So that one's working. That one's not, so that needs replacing. Okay, so there's another bulb I need to do, which I wasn't aware of. That's fine. So now if we take that off of there, and we now put it into reverse, so we don't need to worry about it because the engine's not running, we can then put side lights and headlights on. We can then put fog lights on. And now with that, I'll put the hazards on as well. Might as well check them all at once. We've got side lights, fog lights, hazards, indicators, everything working there except the brake light, like we said, that needs doing. We've got no fog light on that side, but that's not important. And these bin indicator bulbs are flashing nice and orange like they should be. We've got 2 number plate bulbs working. Parking sensor's going nuts, but that's alright. We've got this one. Now it may look orange on the camera, but it is flashing quite white. Same with this one at the front. It flashes quite white. We've got all bulbs in there working. All bulbs in there are working. So again, we're going to do these front indicators because that's flashing white as well, and this one's flashing white as well. So as we've just found out, we need brake light bulb to be done. This is a 21 5-watt bulb, 12 volt, has a stop tail double filament, and that goes in here. Now this should be hand tight, but I've just started this video, this particular recording, because it wasn't. So there's that. We undo a bolt that we can see. Let me just move you a second. Literally put you like this. Undo that bolt just there. If we get the door out of the way as well. Like so. That comes off. This will then come off nice and neatly, like so. Behind here is some clips, which I'll show you in 2 seconds because it's pretty awkward for you to see. Pretty awkward for me to get as well by the looks of it. Right. What on earth is going on here? So that's now that come off. So now we can see the bulb holders, and the brake light bulb is this one just at the bottom here. As you can probably see, that is actually quite black, so that's obviously gone. And we'll just pop the new one in. Make sure it works. Side light, yep. Brake light, no. Okay, why is that not working? Why is brake light not working on this side? No idea what's going on there. Okay, we've got issue with contacts. There we go. So that looks like it's going to work, but I'll have to clean that up, I think. Bring you back in a second. So it's all put back together. A little while later, is actually nearly an hour later, I had to completely clean all the contacts up. It was all corroded in there. So we cleaned all that up. That's now working fantastically. Bulb was blown as well though, but I've changed the bulb out. Now that's in brake lights with the bit of wood holding it on. If I take that off, that'll still work with a side light. That's all good, all done, lovely jubbly. We'll now take you onto the front and do the front indicators. Right, so when it comes to changing the front indicator bulb, I'm going to do the driver's side one first. I think I've positioned you as best as I possibly can with the limited resources I've got. This is the bulb we need. It is an 21 watt, slightly offset pins on it. And it's orange in colour. Now what we'll see up here in the corner when it focuses is this particular part here is where the indicator bulb is. We need to literally just turn that like so. That'll drop straight out, and this will be hot because I've got the indicators going, just to make sure I get it working once I put it in. Literally twist that out, pop that out of the way, pop the new one into place, and it literally just goes back in there. He says like that, pop, and then if I pull you out of this little gap, you will see it's now flashing with a new indicator bulb. So it's literally just that section just there. Now we'll go on to the side repeater bulbs. Right, these ones are just as easy. Again, we've got a little 5 watt bulb. These are what they call capless bulbs, which are literally just push fit. Let me just see if I can hold that. So it's just an orange coated capless bulb. And then these ones, where I say they're just as easy, literally just pop the screwdriver in behind there and pull it out like so. Twist the lens off. See the bulb flashing away there. Pull that out. Get rid of that out the way. And then pop the new one straight in, and it starts flashing away because the indicators are on. Twist that back into place. What you have got to be careful of when you pop these, you've got to be careful not to pop the covers off, because if you're not too careful, these covers come straight off and then you end up with the bulb just on show. And that's that done. So I will say, I haven't shown you guys how to do both of the side indicators. Get you off the tripod. I haven't shown you how to do both of the side indicators, and I haven't shown you how to do both of the front indicators, because realistically that one there is exactly the same as on the other side, which I've already done. That one there, which I showed you guys, the reason I showed you driver's side on the front indicators and passenger side on the thingy is because I'm at the road, so obviously I've got to be a bit more careful with where I put the tripod for traffic coming past. And also the reason I didn't show you passenger side is because it's harder to get in there. You can see it on camera, literally just in that top bit there. So same principle, twist it off, put it out, but you've got to take all this cover off as well, otherwise you won't get it off because there's not enough space. So it was just a bit more awkward to show you this side, so that's why I picked on the other side. Right, so nice and brightly flashing orange, lovely jubbly. So yeah, hopefully that was quite informative with the MOT tests and checks of what they do. And like I said, this van of mine has got to go in for its MOT tomorrow, which is why I'm doing this. But I'm happy in the knowledge that I've done all I can to prevent it failing, but we will see. Obviously, if it fails, then it'll be more content for the channel. So it is what it is. But I've done the indicator bulbs, both front ones, both side repeaters, because there was flashing more white than they were orange. And I've also done the front wheel over to the spare and checked all the suspension and everything. It all looks like it's okay. The brake lines look like they're okay. So realistically, they will be checking the strength of the handbrake. I can't check that because it's got to go on a rolling road. They will be checking the strength of the brakes. As far as the efficiency of the brakes are concerned, again, I can't check that. But all I know is when I stomp on the pedal, this van will pretty much chuck me through the windscreen if I didn't have a seatbelt on. So these brakes work. So I'm quietly confident on that. I'm quietly confident on the handbrake because it doesn't come up too high. And if you try and pull off, it just won't move. It just will not move at all. So, like I said, I'm quietly confident with that, but we'll have to see. So yeah, I'm going to leave this one here. If you like what I'm doing, if you like the video, if you want to know any more about what I get up to, or anything about the van or the Polo project or anything at all, chuck us a comment down below, and or chuck us a question down below, and I'll answer as best I can. If you want to keep updated with my recent uploads, make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell icon, because the little bell icon will give you all the notifications of when I upload my videos. But anyway, I will leave that here, and I will see you in the next video, which will be a Polo project, but I'm not sure what one yet, because I've got to do the headlights and thingy. And I will, on the next video as well, possibly give you an update as to whether this passed or failed, if it's got any advisories, and keep you updated from there. So bye for now.